that we talk about are four planes, right?
Mm-hmm.
The noetic,
And
the mental, the psychic, the
physical.
physical.
Yeah.
Because I was around 3 a.m. My time, I had joined a group meditation which is driven by a set of people who are aligned to some light consciousness or something like that,
Mm.
where Mahavatar Babaji is that Siddhasram, they are channeling messages from there.
Okay.
So yesterday I was asked to give a talk. So I gave a talk not knowing what I was talking, and it made lot of sense.
Mm.
And I joined their meditation today too. And interestingly, as the meditation was progressing, the view of the universe came into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And in the center was that picture that we have that I created in Thinking and Destiny about the cranial, the four
Yeah.
cavities of a human body.
Yeah. 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 Pelvic abdominal.
And going deeper and deeper into meditation, what I find was from each of this world, there are tubes that are coming and connecting.
Mm-hmm.
I came out of that meditation and this diagram cropped up on the YouTube channel, which was playing some music as I was in my meditation. That got over. I don't know where this came from. This knocked in.
Mm.
Okay. So all that is the first thing. What is the line of realization here? Love. Okay. So the
Mm.
four worlds that we are talking about, the physical, the psychic, the mental, the noetic, all that is what is above, correct?
Yes.
And Sudhakar's message comes up
Mm-hmm.
in WhatsApp. So I was just trying to put a connecting the two. Okay. So when I was starting to connecting the two in the journaling, connecting the two messages and my meditation experience, right? What is at the top?
Love.
And these are all the different paradigms that take us ultimately to love.
Mm. So it
Okay.
is
This,
beyond, it is beyond happiness, joy, and bliss.
yes.
Mm.
All
Beyond
these
light
are
also.
the, yeah,
Beyond light.
beyond light also.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.
Mm.
And I just see this staircase I was creating for the 12 dimensions that we were discussing. Okay.
Mm.
Right. So 12th dimension, the 11th dimension and 10th dimension is paving the way of the universe. What should be done, what is progression, blah, blah.
Mm.
Right. In between, we have got a number of other paradigms and manifestation of this love. As you separate from love, the first separation is light. The separation from light is the happiness, the joy, the bliss. You separate from that. It is knowledge and intelligence. You separate from that. It is presence at all times, and so on and so forth, right? At the
Yeah.
lowest end, this is where what we have,
Mm.
right? We have
But
our emotions,
Chandra
we
sir,
have our passion.
Chandra
Pardon?
sir, in
Yeah.
one of your slides in the past, that use the frequencies of peace and gentleness is higher than the love. Love has
No.
some
The highest
500
is again
frequency,
love
peace
only,
has
right?
700 frequency something. But one of the slides you
Correct. But
passed.
love, that is map of consciousness that you are referring
Mm.
to.
Yeah.
Okay. There again, let me just open that slide also. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a different feelings with each frequency associated with it, with which you shared and one of the
Yeah,
past.
no, it's there. It's known as
That is the
Dr.
Hawkins diagram of
Yeah,
consciousness.
the Hawkins diagram. I know where I have put it. I am just trying to locate. I think this one.
This one is the light body, different dimensions. Here.
No,
Who
no,
am I?
no, 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 no,
Who am
no.
I?
Here.
No, yeah,
That
yeah.
one, yeah,
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 yeah.
this is Hawkins, yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Enlightenment is the highest.
yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, but
And you see, he has put it this way. This is love as a characteristic of reverence. And this is talking relationship. But as a quality, love is the highest. The one that is holding the entire universe together.
Mm.
So basically, that's exactly that very good. I mean, what you raised, that exactly justifies, right?
Yeah.
And love is something that is not standard for everyone. Love is based on the way you are going to perceive a certain things. Your understanding of love is not going to be my understanding of love. Are you with me? And
Yes.
that
Perspectives.
becomes, it's going to have multiple perspectives. There is nothing to explain for love, cannot be explained to anyone. If you could explain love, you would start someone looking for something that cannot be found when looked for.
Mm.
So words cannot express. Everything you touch is part of love. Everything you see is a part of love. Everything you do is a part of love, but love doesn't possess anything. Love is what is, and love is what is not. So, depending upon the context, depending upon the situation, staying connected with the theme of that becomes love then. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Love is the donut and love is the whole. Love is the movement of everything through the searching. So, from that perspective, if I really look at this diagram, right, I am saying love is above everything.
Mm. No, that is, yeah. You put it on the top. Yeah.
Correct. Right.
Basically, see,
And
it is associated
now,
with consciousness.
correct. Right. Now, if I really look at it, all the other characteristics have a dependency with something or the other. Even if I go to the map of consciousness, it has a dependence, if you can see. Correct?
Mm.
Pure consciousness. The
Yeah.
God's view, it is identified with the self. So, this map's context is very different from just the emotion. Ratnagaru,
yes, and
this map's context is very different. And love as a characteristic is by itself all encompassing. See, even if we go to our unified meditation, they say even the unwanted influencers on our body, they are also created by the same love. Is that not true?
Yes.
Right. So love is all compounding, all comprehending. So it is an integration of various ways. Even hate is love. The way cinema dialogues also say, right? Because of hate, you end up thinking everything, and that is why you love me.
Hmm.
So it is a question of interpreting along with the context.
And also here in the map of consciousness, you can
Uh-huh.
let's go back.
Oh, you want me to show? Yeah, I'll go back. I'll go back. Yeah. Okay.
So see this name associated with the emotional state.
Correct.
So love, when it is associated with reference, so that is what, it goes to higher state.
Hmm.
So that is what he is saying, reason with understanding, acceptance with forgiveness. So
Correct. Okay, now forgiveness. So the same, what you call qualities, when it comes to the way we are leading life, it may manifest at various stages. And as a staircase, unless you overcome that, you cannot go to the next stage of consciousness.
yes, yeah, correct.
Right. So the interpretation will differ in both the cases, ma'am. Ratnagaru, your point is taken. In that map, he has shown it as consciousness. Now, if you see across at the highest level, you don't have anything that says consciousness.
Yes.
So love is like Turiya, a state. Okay.
And definition for universe of connection.
Pardon?
And trying to understand. Yes.
Something.
So love is one quality which has got
Hello.
its presence, it is vast, it has got everything. And when you say somebody is enlightened, the topmost quality that he will demonstrate is not that of enlightenment, but that of love, universal love.
Yes, yes.
Terms
Because,
of love. Yes. That's true.
Yeah. Right.
yeah, that is what it gives that oneness, that quality of love, it gives
Correct.
that unity and oneness.
So I didn't know how to explain this topic of what is love. Right, after reading that, I got confused. But the same universe gave me two independent slides. Integrating them, we are able to look at what is love.
It's
So love is
guiding you
everything,
beautifully,
everywhere.
sir.
Pardon?
It's guiding you beautifully. Even I
I
got very
know.
confused. This topic really, like, I'm very curious. It's so important,
know.
but don't know how to express
Right.
or understand.
Right. So what is unconditional love in that case?
Sir.
Yeah. Sukumar, you're saying something?
Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Is it something, whatever you have showed that the staircase?
Ah.
So that kind of illustration we can exhibit at any point of time in
Yes,
physical
you
life
can.
as well.
You can. See, these, I wanted to actually fill it up with the definition of the 12 dimensions and some qualities. That was the original part of the diagram. But all these were blank.
Okay.
Till today morning,
You had
till
to add,
Sudhakar posted that message, right? What was Sudhakar's message? He posted a message saying, wait. He had put it in our Babaji's meditation, right? Yeah.
my soul
So
is one with my
he
creator.
said, sorry, not this. Yeah. Okay, this is the message that he had posted.
Mm.
Okay. And he said, daily repeat and feel these attributes. This is a message he received from Ralph. I mean,
Roger.
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 Yeah.
Roger. Okay. My creator and I are one. The meaning of that is my soul is one with my creator. My soul has all the attributes of my creator.
Love, light, peace, all those.
Okay. My soul and my creator's attributes. We are love, we are light, we are happiness, joy, and bliss. We are all knowing intelligence. We are present everywhere for all time, that is eternity. We are perfection.
Right.
We are peace and gentleness. We are infinite energy. We are abundance. We are without judgment. We are forgiving. We are timeless. Okay. Now, while going through this, I was wondering. See, I don't normally open my WhatsApp messages that early. And I was in my meditation. I had just come out. I was rubbing my hands and putting it on my eyes. And the first thing I opened, right, that YouTube channel which was playing the music, I don't know how it went. It went to this. Okay, it went to this.
Okay.
It was sheer accident. So I said, what is this? Why did this come? Right? It is something that I have visited earlier, but it was lying dormant. Okay. Then Sudhakar's message and my vision in my mind, the 12 dimensions, I'm mapping the 12 dimensions to the human body, all pipelines coming from the 4 worlds, they were connecting, and all of them are separation from the universal oneness, which is nothing but love. Are you getting me now? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, when I put that together and we are starting our topic, these are all connecting into that staircase, as you see. Okay. So, that becomes what is love.
Yep.
See how beautifully universe is connecting because of all the energies present on the screen.
Yeah, you got that Sudhakar sir message, and then you got that map. You're able to fill that
And there are
stake.
3 different paths, right?
Yeah, all talking about the same love. Even this
Exactly.
today's
Right?
lesson. Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you,
The universe
even
is
when I
listening to
go
us
out of
because it is already there.
it is listening to all of us.
Yeah,
Exactly. Right?
we're just seeing
So,
it as a
now, that brings us to the definition of what is unconditional love. I know everyone is not like me. Right? So, unconditional love, right? When you hear the phrase unconditional love, my immediate annoyed reaction often is, what is wrong with me just because I am angry or upset? Right? The guy is an idiot. Why are you trying? I mean, these are all the thoughts that come into mind, but he found a new, better way to look at it. What is that? He says, what actually is unconditional love? And when I say eventually, I mean that I asked myself yesterday as of this writing. I mean, so these are all his thoughts. And
Mm.
what did he figure out? Unconditional love is the realization that the universe is composed of love. That love is the energy that creates and holds together the universe, and that all things within the universe are composed of love. So, unconditional love is the same love which is an umbrella of all these characteristics, and not being, these are all the visible characterizations, these are all the invisible characterizations, the other side of the lack of love, lack of light, right? So when I look and bring in lack, that defined lack becomes the condition which takes us through this path of the ascension on this staircase. Are you with me? Lack is
Because
the opposite of
yeah, even in a unified book, Babaji says, God is
correct.
love, you are love. In fact, everything in all of creation is made of love. God's love permeates everything. That same
Correct.
is your love.
Correct. So now, absence of that is the manifestation of lack. Correct.
Yes.
So if I am to overcome lack, lack is defining each of the conditions. Correct.
Sir,
Lack is identifying the conditions,
Separateness, maybe.
the separateness,
Yeah.
and right, when you bring in that element and then you are adding it to the previous element and so on, you are bridging the separations.
Yeah.
You are ascending. So, eliminating the staircase or merging the staircase becomes unconditional love. Yeah,
Sir,
Surekha, you are asking something.
I was just saying lack can also result into suffering, and also it could be
They are the subset, right? Those are all the separations. Lack is of multiple manifestations.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So,
And also people can be, I'm just thinking in other terms, maybe I don't know if it's relevant here. So the lack can also turn into like people going into depression. Of course, all those are results of it, probably. Not get
exactly.
mental
It is a
mental
manifestation of lack.
right.
So lack can be
Anxiety,
ignorance as well,
Yeah.
right? Ignorance.
That is
Everything.
all of those come in.
See, that is being explained here.
Yeah.
And it follows that humans, as part of the universe, have love as their composition and their nature, right? But what
Mhm.
about lack of that? That is a subset of the superset, correct?
Yeah. Actually, lack of love can also be like, not into God qualities.
Everything,
Everything. Yeah.
everything comes under that
Everything
now.
is coming
By
actually.
this
Yeah.
definition, but those qualities still innately exist within them at all times. You're saying it is existing, but you are not able to identify them. Why are you not able to identify them? Because
The heart is filled in love.
exactly.
Sir, Chandra sir,
Yes, sir.
if somebody is going through anger, lack, those feelings, he or she must be at a third level, third dimension or fourth dimension, not beyond that.
Correct. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
But innate love is available within him. He is not able to tap into that energy. he is tapping into the energy which defines lack of that.
Yeah.
Now, so if I really look at it, till if you want to ascend in our physical world, dominated by physical characteristics and predominantly dominated by the atmosphere of fear and imbalances of the energies. In other words, our emotions, our passions, and survival characteristics. But what is the objective then? The qualities that we need to practice are and lessons to be learned are around timelessness, forgiving nature, being in a state of no judgment. Because the moment you say anger, because you are judging, you are getting into anger.
Yeah.
Correct. And being in abundance. Those came in from the first four dimensions of our existence.
Here, abundance means being in that positive sense always.
Correct. So, for you to transgress the limitations which are set by time, set by space, the continuum of time-space, that means this should not be a limiting factor.
Yes.
You should always be practicing the art of forgiveness and so on. Correct? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
One thing I want
Sir. Yeah.
One thing
Ma'am,
I
I'll
want.
just come to you. Balagaru.
Yeah. Sure.
Rajendra
Sir,
Garu
here-
is saying.
Yeah. Sir, here, if the person wants to be in the state of hate or anger constantly, is it not because the person loves to be in that state?
No. Because he is attached to that state. Being attached is not love.
Okay.
See, why am I saying being attached is not love? Because
Maybe he's vibrating in separateness.
No. What is love? Or where can you find it? To
It is everywhere.
find love, you have to stop thinking of yourself
Yourselves.
and
Yeah, okay.
start thinking of others.
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Balagaru, you were saying something.
No, in the staircase one, the first step, it says time and space-time continuum. So
Correct.
that
which is
so
that
at this
there is no boundary.
Yeah. So if you are bound to that means you are bound to the body mind.
Correct. That's all. The first four steps are body mind.
Body mind. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So one question.
Body mind manifesting as ego, body mind manifesting as lack of the vision. All those things are body mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sukumar?
So if the attributes of, the creator, the God, love, light, bliss, all these things. So where did the man create this, all the other qualities, shame, guilt, jealousy, all these things? Because of separateness is the only thing?
Very good.
Desire?
These are all the qualities, but under the influence of the body mind, under the influence of separation, right? When those separation peaks, you go to that stage. That means this one, you are distanced by so many other qualities. These are some that you have identified as the steps to ascend.
Yeah.
Okay. What you are bringing is way below.
Completely in the down of the staircase.
See, if I marry the map of consciousness with this, right?
Yeah.
That practice of love starts here, which is 200. That is where you have to start.
Okay, courage. Hmm.
Okay. Whereas you are below.
Hmm. Hmm.
You are below.
Then yeah, we need to
So
shift
if
the
you are
mind.
reading this, right? If
Hmm.
you are reading this, you are way below the acceptable
Hmm.
limit.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
means you are living in the survival paradigm.
Just with the fear of survival. I mean, tomorrow, day after
Hmm.
tomorrow, what is it?
Yeah,
Yep.
correct. But if you are in love,
Hmm.
right? Are these a limitation?
No.
Exactly. That's the point.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
unconditional love will come in that way. Whatever are the
So
constraints that you
everything is
face,
there in the universe. So we need to be in a intention or the consciousness
correct,
what to take.
right? So
Okay.
what is he saying? Unconditional love is that as part of the universe, right? Have love as their composition and their nature, right? But those qualities still innately exist within them. Even though he is practicing those negative ones, he has to rise above to go into the courageous state. That is also within him. Okay. So now what? Why all this? Because you are here with a right to be happy. We have a right to be because we are. And no further justification is required. Why do you need to justify that you are happy? You don't, right? Okay. So let us go further. Knowing, feeling, and agreeing with these revelations is what having unconditional love is. So recognizing them, that is what it is, right? Therefore, unconditional love is not unconditional like. It is not. What that connection is, up to each one of us to decide for ourselves. What is that? What is that quality which empowers you to decide for yourself? What are the 2 feet on which it can stand? One is free will. One is free will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And the
Control
other one is
expectations.
non-attachment,
Yeah.
which is detachment. Right,
And
Ramakrishna Garu?
Yes,
uh,
yes, correct. Yeah.
unconditional love also, another way is without any expectation, giving love to others.
Correct. Expectation is an attachment, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, expectation is an attachment.
Attachment, right? You need to figure out for yourself just how much the concept of unconditional love impacts or not upon your assessment and feeling concerning who and what you may like, dislike, or even hate. So that is the way it is going to manifest itself, right? Which in other words means whatever you please, as you continue, you brave inner journey of self-awareness. So self-awareness becomes very critical for you to achieve that. When you say love yourself, also love even when you are upset with yourself. When I love myself, sorry, if loving myself is visible, what is invisible? What is invisible when I say I love myself? What is the other side of it? If manifested is love, I love others is not manifested, right?
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
he's saying include that also. Okay. Right? So love, connecting the dots. What is the whole secret? Okay. This is beautifully constructed. What do we really know of love? Right? There are various ways in which we communicate, but there is an associated secret. What is that? Right? There are ramifications, conditions, and so on. All in all, love is the most important thing in the world, even though it may bring the anguish of abandonment and disillusion via death or relationships no more. It may bring in any way. And even despite the anguish of its own cliches and cliffs of hypocrisy, right? So if you break that down, it can manifest in any of these, right? So we need to take, all that he has said till now is these are all the conditions in which we get tested for the quality of love. So these are all the definitions of lack or manifestation of lack of love, or these are all the challenges that come in where we may have to see whether we are aligned to the qualities of love or we are getting separated. So let's go further. Right? So where is that taking us? It is taking us to identifying the importance of love in our life. So how is life, how is this one manifesting in us? Right? It may bring in anguish. It may give us a feeling of getting disillusioned. It may manifest as abandonment. It may come as separation via death or separation via relationship. And despite the anguish, it is going to come in various colors. There could be hypocrisy that we show or experience, or we just keep jumping up and down for no reason. Okay, we may look at
So this is
situations
contradictory.
of destruction. Pardon?
This is contradictory. When somebody is going through an anger or anguish, how can there be love?
No, that's precisely what he is saying. He says you are being tested for those. These are the ones in which you get separated.
Okay. So you're okay. Those moments you are separated from love.
Correct. So when these come, you need to look at, because of all these, which are potential separation contributors, you have to understand and practice love.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why he says, let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, next second, after the green highlighting, can you go down? No, yeah. Our daily lives of destruction, he says, hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace, or I love you if you love me. But these are all the distractions. I love you if you love me.
These are all the stepping stones of separations.
But if you are happy with someone else, then I hate you. So these are all the expectations.
No, see, if you are with me, I am happy. But if you are with somebody and you are happy there too, I am not happy.
Yeah, these are all attachment and expectations.
if you put all these buttons into, no, not this one sec. Yeah, into this slide, okay, you have not yet come to the line of rationalization. You are way below. Okay. Whereas the level of your consciousness should take you to love. Where are you operating? You are still in the emotional bondage.
So, emotional level, they are superstition. Logical level, they have beliefs.
Yeah, no, not only that. See, these are animal qualities.
Yeah.
These are associated with body,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Gut, head, heart.
So the scale of influence of ego is the highest when you are in the emotional state. Right? And it's beautiful. This diagram, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That is universal. I mean, till now I have only seen it come as though I have asked for it. Now it is also giving us. Right? So now we need to look into, when it comes to love, we have understood what is unconditional, which means only when we are able to overcome the conditions. That conditions is what he has discussed here. And so how do we? Why is love so important? And here is where we bring in the Seth material. Right? So what is that? Contains its own combination of spiritual, inspirational, earthly, poetic, intuitive, and intelligent words and concepts. That is what Seth is bringing in here. Yeah, Surekha.
So all these concepts, what we are talking, are very nice. I mean, for a spiritual person or
No, for
who are in
anybody.
meditation. I know,
For
but
anybody.
when
Yeah.
we are dealing with people who are not in meditation, not into spiritual path, or not into God qualities, unconditional love, how do we know, but they don't know? So how, like, this love concept or unconditional love, I don't think, is there a way to explain to them other than, of course, when you come into meditation, somehow
I won't say that. See,
Hmm.
you need to explain to them that they are in misery. They understand the language of misery, right?
Yeah.
They are miserable because of that. Why don't they start letting go one of that?
Mm.
Right? When they
Yeah.
start accepting that, only then they can move to the next state.
Mm.
When they have said, yes, I am happy, you then tell them that that is being spiritual. Spiritual is not going to temple, because that is a manifestation, that lack or abundance, right,
Mm-hmm.
is a manifestation of their belief system.
Yeah.
Right? So
Mm-hmm.
they are missing out. So this wisdom of Seth, the Seth material, contains its own combination of spiritual, inspirational, earthy, poetic, intuitive, and intelligent words and concepts, that it reaches far into our minds and lives, stimulating our own outer and inner explorations of what? Of self-wisdom, compassion, and communication. Right? So how? So Seth material that you can read one Seth paragraph one day and then again another day, and you will notice something new that you never saw before. That means you start revisiting, looking at it from multiple angles. Whenever you are troubled, please remember your mind lets all its energies come through your suffering, the window of suffering. And when you look at any suggestion, when you look at any statement, when you read for yourself anything, what do you recognize? You recognize a solution accidentally, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that Seth material, right? He himself, when he was writing this chapter only, he realized that there was one spoken or unspoken concept, word or phrase that explained the power and attraction of Seth material. And it was not any of the great slogans like the present is the point of power and so on, right? It is not that. When you started looking deeper into what was troubling you, but doing some other action, that action gave you the input. Are you getting it, Sureka?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right. So now he says, my answer is that love is the most important concept in the Seth material. All that is love, correct?
Sir.
It is love, various flavors of love.
Yeah.
And I do still realize that the word itself, left alone, doesn't even hold up. It doesn't have any meaning. But when you start looking at everything, you will say, the moment, suppose I love that situation, what will happen? I would have learned my lesson. I would have accepted it. All these are those conditions which came in to tell me what is love. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, even here, he is saying that if I break down love, everything that connects, what is that single essence that is connecting all of the experiences that we go through? That also is love. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I tell you, the amount of, I was so worried, what are we going to discuss in love? Now I am seeing sense in every line that he has written. Is anyone else feeling the way I am feeling?
Yeah, sir. I was, while reading this, while listening to the audio, I felt same. Initially, nothing was getting into my mind. I was like,
I know.
what is going on? Then later on, like these, even the
Yeah.
QA session, he'll even say even more.
Correct. So, but is also the basis of the universe in ways I did not realize. The same thing is my experience now, honestly. I read it yesterday, didn't understand. I read it today morning, didn't understand. Finished my meditation, everything fell into place.
That's
Right?
the first thing to do before starting anything.
It cannot be forced. You have to realize it on your own. Okay. Seth does not turn love into a tool, a slogan, a dogma, or cliche. So it does not stick out at all. Right? It is not a formula.
Yeah.
Mentionings of love are like dots given to us throughout his material. if you sit and put down all the, like, mind to matter, Dawson Church says, right? All these are pearls of a necklace which you need to stitch together. Every experience, every grain of sand, right? Our ability to put them together is what is missing. And that characteristic again manifests because of love. I think all of us can speak about love more than even Seth now, right? So, right. So now he is highlighting the fact that you, as the hero of your own brave inner journey of self-awareness, you and all of us have to connect the dots, which is what Seth wanted in the first place. So he has confused you so that you can look at the pearls, and that is the way life guides us. That is why probably Proverbs like there is a silver lining behind the dark cloud. Guides is a wonderful axiom for life, right?
Yeah, and also there is a saying that the whole universe is like a web connected all the beings with the love and consciousness.
Correct.
Even in Bhagavad Gita, there is a sloka, and Krishna says, all beings are connected with the Krishna's consciousness, like a thread connecting the beats.
Right. So now, all the different sessions which give us those dots, all answers to the nature of reality, the intimate knowledge of all that is, that you all seek, is within your present experience. It
But
will
actually,
not be found outside of yourselves. Yes, sir.
no, I'm reacting to what Bala ma'am just mentioned. See, love is something like not existing one. What I mean to say, the moment you try to attribute a character or a quality to it is not love. Like if you say I don't have anger, that is again it's not love. Okay, anything you try to define it in any form, any with any parameter, it is not love. If you can ever
No,
say
see, I can connect with what you are saying, Ramakrishna Garu.
Yeah.
See, if your act of association is perceived as a lack, right? Then it
Yes.
is not love.
Yeah.
So if there is any attachment, right? If there is, because you are attaching to it and then defining yourself.
Yeah.
Eliminate the quality of attachment, then that is the quality of love that you need to.
Yes. Yes. That is what I was trying to explain. Yes. You are
Correct. No,
right.
that's why I said I got what you are hinting.
Yeah, that is a conditional love. Yeah, that's a pure love.
Correct.
Yeah.
See, the answers to the nature of reality, the intimate knowledge of all that is, which is what you seek, right, is within your present experience. The experience has it. Are you able to recognize it? Okay. So, it will not be found outside of yourself, but through an inner journey into yourself, through yourself, and through the world that you know.
Yes, that is true.
It is there, right? So,
Yes.
the second one that will provide you an answer. So, that is one of the pearls. Okay. What is the second part? The answers are indeed within yourself. They cannot be given to you by me. That means anybody outside you. I can only show you the direction in which you must look. And the direction is within each of you again.
Yes.
Right? Now, the third point. You have been told for so long that the answers are beyond you, that many of you still refuse to realize that you have the answers. What is this? What is this? This is your belief system, right? The questions that you have asked have couched within themselves their own answers. That is why you ask the questions. Right? The universal truth is every question has an answer built within. We are asking that question because we are not able to look within. Right? If I come from that paradigm, right? So now let's go to the fourth one. The message is given in different terms, and you give the message to yourself, for you are the message. That is why you are raising that. The medium is not the message. How you do it is not the message. You are the message. You are the message. If we can show you yourself enough, then you will trust yourself enough to explore those dimensions of your own greater reality that no one else can ever know or ever explore. Is that correct?
Yes. Only
Right?
you. Yeah.
You can only show.
Yes.
Right? There are energies of consciousness that no one can take but you. Those are the qualities. And you leave marks of your brothers and sisters to follow in their own explorations. Right? You set examples for others to follow. That again is unconditional love. Any questions? Any comments so far?
Is there any thin clarity or line between love and unconditional love?
Pardon?
The difference between love and unconditional love.
See, you recognize love only when you make it unconditional. That is the relationship. Right? The moment you start placing conditions,
It is not.
and you overcome those conditions, only then it is unconditional love.
Oh,
So
okay.
in that
But
case,
still with conditions, the love exists.
Correct. In spite of it, it exists.
It exists everywhere, but if you take the difference, unconditional is something which is overjoy. There is no
When
limit.
you
There is
bring
no
in conditions to it and look
Mm.
for the answers through that situation, then the other end of it is the unconditional love.
Mhm. Okay.
so when there's no attachment, it can be an unconditional love, right?
It is. It is, right?
Yeah.
There is no binding of love to any particular scenario, any particular
Yes.
person, any particular situation. Only then it is universal.
Okay. Something like for everything he's happy. For everything he's even for the other person he receives he's
Exactly.
happy. For him he is happy. For other, I mean anything he's happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, this
But
is
you
the
got
point, sir.
you are on two things, is it?
Yeah,
Who?
yeah. I do.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Ramakrishna Garu, you are about to say something?
This is actually reminding me of that Purnam Idah Purnam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Sir, I have a,
So, yeah, Sureka.
if you think about mother's love, right? So, I mean, maybe I don't know if it's related or it might be a little off topic, but it will be conditional at the same time unconditional also, because mom is always like attached to their kid. So can it,
No, but
how
then
will
are
it
you
come
able to give the same thing to every child that you are encountering? Are
I
you
think when
able
it
to
comes to
play the
relation,
role of a
a little
mother
different.
to every child that you are coming across, or your own biological child?
Not every child, I think. It's
So that is
yeah,
conditional.
that is conditional. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Exactly, it is conditional.
Yeah, it
When
is
you
not
are able to
conditional.
transcend that condition, saying all children are my children, then it is unconditional love.
See,
Right.
Mother Teresa, she served,
Mm.
everybody without any
Right.
kind. She on the way she went to that a poor neighborhood and served, different kinds of people with different diseases. So that is
Right. Right. Yeah.
unconditional.
I mean, when we are looking at like higher picture, yes, I understood. But we all also say that mother's love is unconditional. Like when it comes to a mother and a kid, or
No, no, in
See,
the,
that is
that is
different. I think that
a
is more of
choice. See, that is what you are believing in. But
no, in the,
if
no,
you take,
uh,
in the
see,
sense you are not expecting from
I'm
the kid saying thank you, Amma, at that age, like that is how you're saying mother's love, because but in general when you compare to outsiders, the same love if you give, that is real.
yeah, that is real unconditional. True. It's more of conditional, and also because of the relation.
see, that is why
Yeah.
in this, what is unconditional love? It is unique to everyone, and it depends upon that person's ability to gauge. The moment easy practicing or not, that is why the context of the scenario, the environment becomes a decision factor.
Mm.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So now how do we undertake a journey in order to connect the dots? Okay. How do we undertake that? Right. So he says we have to connect the dots and make sense of them not for everyone. It is unique to your situation. We have to connect and apply it to ourselves. Clear? First thing. So, right? We have to look at the situation, the context. Within a house, if the context, the environment is within a house, Sureka,
Yes, sir.
the mother is displaying unconditional love.
Yeah.
Now, in the neighborhood, her behavior is the same. Given that context, is she displaying unconditional love? When that situation arises and she is displaying the unconditional love, then that is also unconditional.
Yeah.
Okay. If that is what you meant, then it is unconditional love. So you bring in the scenario, the context of a scenario and environment, right? That is how you interpret this connecting the dots paradigm.
So when we don't expect anything in return, sir.
No, not
that
one
is
is one you don't expect. That is unconditional anyway, right?
Yeah.
You don't bring in any attachment.
See, in a mother and
For
child.
example, let us say in a neighborhood, if you take a neighborhood, you have your biological children, and there is no variation to that fact within the scope of your analysis, let us say. All are your biological children, first thing, and you are treating all of them equally. Okay, you are practicing unconditional love. Now your neighbor's children also join this group of children. Are you still practicing the same thing? Right. That means the horizon of the definition of unconditional love is now being subjected to certain test parameters. Your biological children, your non-biological children. Are you giving the same weightage to all of them? That becomes the manifestation of unconditional love. So for us, the presence of our mind to apply and identify those dots is of great essence. You got what he is trying to convey?
Yes,
So
sir.
if your approach, your action is driven by that unfailing attachment to a condition, only then it is unconditional love. Got it? Yeah. So let's further, right? So see, what he is saying is, I believe that if Seth connected the dots for us, we wouldn't fully understand or get them. There is a big difference between being told what mud is versus jumping into mud for yourself. That means undergoing the experience associated with it. You experience it, you know it, right?
Mm.
Yeah. We have to connect the dots. First of all, we need to have the veracity and ability to identify the dots, right? Okay. And we have to create those dots that are going to manifest as the glue that is going to stitch them together. And this is where you start discovering whether your belief system is aligned to that recognition of conditional and unconditional, because that manifests by virtue of your belief system. Are you with me? Okay. So the ramifications of love and how love is crucial to the Seth material, the universe, our lives, and everything. All those are the ones that bring in the conditions or the lack of it.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So what does Seth actually say about love? What he is saying is, love is the basis of universe. Love is the foundation of all realities, and therefore, love is a part of human nature. It is a part of human nature. It is the one of the core composition of a human nature. Whether the sieve of your rightness and reason bringing in, right? The rightness and reason bringing in the qualities from thinking and destiny is manifesting as that human nature. Okay, right? As humans, we are all part of all that is and part of the universe. That is what we are, right? And so, the first Seth concept, therefore, that I wish to discuss is love is the basis of all existence. So, what is Seth saying? all consciousness of whatever extent feels love, though it may not be the verbal designation, for love is the basis of all existence, right? So linking this to our own learning as a takeaway, where is that? Oh, that is not in this one, in the other one. Okay, so that is manifesting as the staircase, integrating what Sudhakar also posted today. If these are the staircases, elements, right? Only when you are looking at anything from this highest step that you can climb, that becomes the first condition of love. Okay? Right. So where are we? Yeah, here. Right? So that is the basis of all existence. Everything stems from there. Okay? Yeah. Just give me a minute. Open. One minute. I'll just give me a minute. So that is the first one. Basically, love and creativity are synonymous. Love is the impetus or the driving force by which all beings becomes manifest. Let's add to that. Each species is involved in a cooperative venture upon which ultimately all earthly existence rests. This cooperation is based on love, and that love has a biological as well as a spiritual basis that forms the basis of all life. Surekha, your question is addressed here, though we discussed it way in advance. Right? So he has given you some other examples, but for us the takeaway is love is a biological necessity operating in all biological life. Without love, there is no physical commitment to life, no psychic hold. Okay? No emotional hold. No psychic hold is because in the psychic world, emotions are the ruling component. Okay? Not only is love a biological necessity, but without love, there is no physical commitment to life, no psychic hold. This means that without love, you would not even remain physical, nor would physical reality ever stay glued together. Okay, then. Love is necessary in order to be and stay physical in the first place. And in order for whole physical dimension to exist, so he has brought in the smaller circle and the bigger circle and merged them. That again, that merger again is manifestation of love. Seth. Here he says, love is the basis of any reality that consciousness knows. If it would not be for love, then I would not be here. And if it were not for love, you would not have the planet that you know. So anything on this planet also is love, right? So love is the basis of existence. This explains why the next Seth concept is true and comes into play. And that is, what is the next concept? People are innately good, loving, and compassionate. That is the core quality of people. Okay. So, you were born with an inbuilt recognition of your own goodness. You are born with an inner recognition of your rightness in the universe. These assumptions are the basic of what I call a natural law. That is the nature. That is the natural deduction that exists. Right? You are born loving. You are born compassionate. Those attributes also belong to the natural law. Okay, being love as compassion, love as love by itself are the two attributes which compose or comprise together as a natural law. So, part of natural law is that we are born loving, compassionate, and good. This is our human nature because we are a part of the universe and part of all that is, which both consist of love. Right? So, what is he saying? We are meant to act in harmony with nature. So, the question, yeah. Yes, Srikar?
Yes, sorry, sir. Small doubt, but I don't want to go.
No, go ahead, go
Not
ahead. There's
much more
nothing like
thing. I
doubt.
know anything.
The idea of
Can you go
this
a little
group
above,
is, yeah,
a little above paragraph when it said
yeah,
we are born with love? Yes, I truly believe
correct.
that the children are born. But when you learn a language, when the term "my" comes, the love is gone. There is comes sort of attachment. So in a
See,
physical world, can it be possible that kind of love without the detachment?
yes. If you were part of, was it yesterday or day before, when we did Thinking and Destiny? You were not part of it.
No, I was not there.
You are not, because every Saturday, Sunday morning and evening we have got Thinking and Destiny, another book club, right? There he very clearly says that your evaluation should come after the age of 14. Because till 14, one is in the paradigm of learning, of exploring.
That's true. But after 14,
Right?
even
So after 14, yes. Then he is defining his manifestation of what love is. And he will keep on taking that. At no time should he say mine and ours. That is his goal at that point in time.
yeah, that's my point. Like, is it possible?
Yes.
Like when you go
Yeah, it
into
is
the
possible. It is
so it's
possible.
basically a person after 14 or anybody, an adult,
Correct.
should be
So
with a
it is not
detachment.
very different from the question Sureka asked.
Yeah,
The condition that you are raising,
right.
it is the same, right? A mother is having a particular disposition to the biological children. Okay? The
Yes,
condition of biological is being met there, correct?
that's right.
Now neighbor's children come in. If still she is applying biological, her love, the same love that was conditional yesterday or a given situation is now sorry, the other way around, which was unconditional yesterday when she was exposed only to biological children, and she is not able to do that today when the neighbor's children have come in. That means it is an opportunity for her to recognize the, quality of her love being conditional in one scenario and unconditional in the other scenario. But
Right.
if it is brought to her notice that is unconditional, this is conditional, you are expected to be unconditional, right? There is that learning and that progression, correct?
Yes.
So
So
that is
even
the
if
objective behind all this.
after learning
Because
all these things,
innately she has got unconditional love.
yes, today, tomorrow, my son, everybody comes and I give the equal importance to everybody.
Then it is unconditional, otherwise it is conditional.
Yes.
Correct.
So that's
So
the
once
thing.
you
Like,
learn, you change that observation, then you are moving from the paradigm of unconditional to conditional. Just like here, you have got the shifts of context that is going to become the paradigm that is ruling you, or you are coming out of it.
no, it's not only with the with the relations, right?
No, it's anything. See,
anything.
relationship here is only one.
Yes, one paradigm.
One window of
One
looking
window,
at it.
Right. So when it goes everything into like that, it's eventually, let's say the world is becoming.
Eventually, it will end up here, right? It will
like
eventually end up here.
That's like Ramana Maharshi, like
exactly
giving.
No, that is your merger
Goal.
with oneness, correct?
I was
You may
about
take,
that's
yeah.
this whole thing comes to, like, the other day also we were some other topic, oneness. I know we all talk about oneness, be in oneness, and showing that unconditional love. I mean, saying it is so easy, but when you're doing it practically with people, that unconditional love doesn't come. I mean,
That identifies your level of consciousness, right?
exactly. So
Correct.
it is like, as you said just now, Ramana Maharshi, all that is, or that highest level of consciousness. When you are in that state, you are like 100% oneness. I don't think
So
we
that is
not
why
there
every
yet.
birth
Yeah.
that you take, Sureka, point taken. That is why either you are, in which dimension are you operating out of the 12 dimensions?
Sorry, sir. Just I want to interject here. Now coming, okay, now we understand the ultimate goal being like
Correct.
the oneness of Ramana Maharshi. Now
Correct.
get the karma siddhantam into this. Now we are like a karma, like
no. So then, what is karma? Karma
your
siddhantam is
responsibility for
nothing
your.
but karma siddhantam. Treat it as the lessons that you have to learn.
Yes. So
right.
being a husband, wife, this thing, I have a
All
responsibility
those
to
are
take care of the
the
family.
conditions. Those are the conditions you are putting
Right.
in for your learning. Okay,
Yes.
those are the conditions, and once you transgress them, then only you are eligible to go to the next state. Correct? Are you able to, what do you call, bring that into your question?
Yes. Let's say tomorrow I follow like oneness and everything. I forbid my responsibilities. So am I saying that, okay, I'm not doing my responsibility role?
Yes.
Then I'm not doing my karma.
So yesterday you passed the subject, but today you're not passed. So effectively, the yesterday's was a test, it was not the exam.
Right.
Right. So I mean, would you say I have passed? No.
Always
I
take
know
a
it,
pill
but
path,
I
sir.
failed. No. The answer is going to be, I know the answer, but I failed. So your ascension is going to be decided upon the way you practice your life, not what you know in theory. When you know it in theory, it is only information. It is not knowledge. It is not wisdom.
Practice is the wisdom.
When you practice
Yes.
it, it becomes knowledge. And when you repeatedly practice it, it becomes wisdom. Okay, he is not consistent. When you are evaluating a person and his performance, do you bring in the concept of consistency?
Mm, No,
Consistency establishes your unconditional situation. Being non-consistent establishes your conditional situation.
Is it
Everything that you
something?
have to learn has to take you to unconditional state.
Yeah. I-
Got it?
Is it something like,
Speaker,
sir?
excellent question. I would really thank you for the question.
Sir,
Excellent
is it
question.
like being oneness is the question? I mean, if you want to practice, is it something being
Being
the
oneness is what? Under any
trying to,
circumstance, you are at oneness. Otherwise,
yeah,
you are with
even
only one foot in
everyone.
that state.
Yeah. So is it something we have to, I mean, kind of unconditional state that we are going to achieve? But power of now is the one, power of now is the one that we can practice.
Correct. But then that now, yesterday you passed.
Yeah, present moment.
That
Present
now
moment is the
today
one
you
I'm telling.
failed. No. So that power of now, yesterday you passed, today you failed. So net result is what? Failure or pass? Fail.
I mean, being in the present moment is not again. I mean, every moment is tomorrow's moment.
No, you
By
are going
tomorrow,
to
at
be
that,
tested every moment, but your
yeah, that is what.
certification is going to be sigma every test.
Yeah, some of all the things, whatever.
Right?
But it is
So
ascension,
even
right?
one failure is
Mm.
the condition that you have to overcome.
Yeah, agree. See, always that is what, right? We have to treat it as, I mean, if you fail the test today, start from tomorrow again the first day as a test.
Exactly.
Until we are
Right.
consistent in getting that things done.
Yes.
So
Balamam, you are about to say something.
Sir, actually, it's not a question, but so the master asked earlier if you're in a family life and you want to practice unconditional love or practice oneness. So I understood as you're saying that it is not
Not you
possible.
want to, you are to practice oneness.
Right.
It
So,
is not want or I don't want.
Right.
Your
And
progression. Yeah.
But when you are in that state, right, Ramana Maharshi or oneness state, then there is no, typically, I mean, whoever we have seen at least have left completely family life, or they are into that state where they don't have any, I don't know, I mean, maybe there are some people, but most of the
They are
enlightened
not
people,
living in under the influence of
family,
attachment.
and also in the family samsara, I think.
No, even samsara itself is the attachment, and
Yeah.
even there they are practicing non-attachment.
Yeah.
I've got my guru who is like that.
Mm.
He is with the family. He is taking care of that family. He is taking care of his extended family too. And there is no differentiation in his approach.
Okay.
That is
so he's
oneness.
practicing both oneness as well as
In
doing
both he is
same
in oneness.
and
In
also
both his state is of that of oneness.
Wow.
Okay.
I will salute your guru's spouse.
Definitely all of us do. Because she herself is the practitioner of the same principles.
That's a great union.
Her daughter-in-law is like that. Their grandson is like that. That is what is shocking. Their grandson, who is about 5.5 years old now, he is also practicing the same principles, even though these are not applicable to him.
Who are these?
Now, these are my guru's children, who were my tenants earlier.
Okay.
And who taught me a lot.
Is he in the Mumbai? You said the hospital instead.
No. He is in Hyderabad.
I know any name? I mean, references, is it?
You will not be able to, you would not have encountered him. He leads a normal life, though he is blind.
Okay.
He
He's
leads a
blind by
completely
from
normal
beginning.
life. He became blind when he was 6 years old because of a fever and wrong application of penicillin. Okay. He uses a mobile phone the way you do, but he is completely blind in both the
My
eyes.
goodness. He's able to perceive that level of perception. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That is his awareness.
yeah.
You send him a message, he will read it. That means he will listen to it and he will respond to it.
Great.
But anyway,
I mean,
so let's proceed. The time is almost over. So basically, I think this one we will do next week. The third point, the purpose of love and all, or given the foundation that we have discussed till now, you people can always relate to all this. What do you suggest, Kirti ma'am?
Let's discuss next week.
Or can people,
Yeah.
I leave it to you. I am at
Anything
your
is okay,
service,
sir.
so you decide.
No, nothing like that, sir.
Yeah. No, but see, that is the foundation with which we have to look at each of these questions. And the same thing will get strengthened when we do level 2 of unified meditation.
I think we should go through in discussion next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it helps.
Yeah, because it is, I think, Kirti, for you, it is 10 o'clock now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's 10 here.
past 10
I
o'clock.
think it's taking it too far. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I need to leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
People
Thank
who
you,
want
sir.
gossip can stay on. Those who are tired can